Welcome to the Parker Web Partners Show, where we find creative solutions for creative agencies.
Well, welcome to another episode of the Parker Web Partners Show. I am here today with Kate DiLeo from brand Trifecta in Minneapolis. And Kate and I have been working together for almost 2 years now. And it's so great to see you here, Kate. How are things going in Minneapolis?
It's going great. I was actually just joking. We're finally in springtime here, which I feel like it took a long time to get spring here in 2024. But yeah, things are great. We're gearing up for, I think, a fun summer.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you and I are planning on getting together this summer and doing some work together.
Yes,
What's going on?
Well, so I'm so excited you're coming into town because we are hosting our first revenue acceleration event I'm putting on here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and you are coming in as a strategic partner to
Very
be
happy to
boots
be
on
there.
the ground to be able to help my clients update their websites right there in a matter of this 3-day event. And I'm really excited to be able to have them experience the work that you and Parker Web do.
Well, thank you so much. So what's in it for the folks that are coming to this event? I mean, what's the goal of the event? I'm glad to be a part of it, and we will do our part. But what's up for folks that are coming to the event?
Yeah. So, I've been in this world of brand messaging and helping companies build brands that drive revenue for more than a decade. But one of the biggest things that I heard is people are really tired of Zoom fatigue. They're also tired of kind of the typical conference experience. And what they're looking for is an ability to come into the room in person, get their messaging built, and also be able to get the support of sales assets and materials they need to turn around and start selling. And so that's actually why I built this event series, Darryl, was to create an event where I can pull in 10 companies at a time into the room in Minneapolis. And what we're going to do is help them build their brand trifecta message. In other words, the brand messaging that helps companies sell. And at the same time, I've got a team of designers on the floor that are going to help create brand new, beautifully designed sales assets, including sales deck template, one pager, proposal templates, social media templates. And then you and the Parker Web team will be present to help take that brand new message as well and immediately put it onto people's homepage of their websites, all in only 3 days.
So yeah, I mean, 3 days. How long does this process normally take? Like, if you were just to go out and work with someone one-on-one, and it, how much time would someone normally have to spend doing that?
Normally, my process alone to build the messaging is a 4 to 6 week process over Zoom calls, sometimes longer, depending on how complex the messaging is that we need to build to help that organization better reach and engage their audiences and compel those audiences to convert, right? Not to mention that on top of that, Darryl, they're going to have to take the time to then find a resource such as yourself or such as a designer to then implement it across assets. And that can be another few weeks, if not longer. So we're taking companies and saying, instead of doing this typical 90-day to 120-day process to improve your brand and your sales materials, we can shrink that down into less than a week so that people are able to turn on a dime and grow revenue, especially in this economic climate that we're in.
I mean, the workshop approach, just being able to ideate and work with people who really know what they're doing, and everybody's at the table, right? And it's just like, let's just get it done, And I think for today's kind of immediate gratification society, it appeals to me. Like, that's how I would want to go through a branding process.
And it's funny that you say that too, because, and while I love working one-on-one with clients, I also feel that you learn so much from other people at the table. So part of that cohort experience of being in a room with like-minded business leaders is, I think, very, very important for people nowadays, because I think that's how business gets done, right? For most of us, it's who we know, it's building real relationships with others. And so the other cool part about this is we've got peer-to-peer networking time, curated networking sessions behind closed doors, where people can really take the mask off, let the guard down, talk about what's going on in their businesses, talk about life, about family, about all of the things that matter, and build relationships that I think are going to help them grow, personally and professionally.
So well, if I'm there as an attendee, am I meeting with the same 9 other people the whole time, or are we doing small groups, or how does that work?
You're going to have a series of breakout small group sessions, but then also really fun large group networkings. For example, I've got a renowned speaker and tequila influencer, Jay Bear, who's coming into town to do a tequila tasting for us. I've got a fireside chat with some of the top business leaders in the Twin Cities that are coming in to teach us about, how to scale our companies while also scaling our personal investments. Things of that nature that are fun, they're different, and they create an environment where we can learn together and also have fun together.
Well, and produce results. So it's not, sometimes when we do these learning events, it feels like you're just taking it all in, but we're actually going to get output here. We're going to have some very concrete things that come out of it.
Exactly. I teach at conferences all the time, and I think that there's almost that conference fatigue.
Yes.
You sat through 30 sessions in a day and you're like, I don't even know how to go back home and implement any of this. That's what I'm trying to create, is an environment where it's not just learning, it's doing, and you're actually getting outcomes in the real.
So you've got 3 dates coming up this year for 2024.
That's right. We've got August 14th through 16th. We've got November 28th through 22nd, and then December 4th through 6th for those companies that need to sneak this in before the end of the year.
Hit that end of year goal, right? So you can help everybody achieve their 2024 branding goals.
Exactly.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to fill me in a little bit more about it and our audience about it. So I look forward to seeing you in Minneapolis in August.
Cheers.
There'll be more information in the show notes. Look for the link to the event where you can register for the event, and look for a link to Kate's website also. So until next time, I'm Darryl Parker, and we'll see you soon.
You've been listening to the Parker Web Partners Show. If you need help in this ever-changing digital world, reach out to us at 877-321-2251 or visit our website at parkerweb.com.